Good day, YouTube. It's November 1st, 2024. Hope y'all had a good Halloween last night. So this could be a little kind of a different video, just catch you up on what I'm doing on the personal side of life. Y'all know I'm a big fan of my two trackers, the black tracker, and we got the red four-door. This is a 93, I think, 92, 93, something like that. Had this for 5 years-ish. Great vehicle, really is. This one doesn't have air conditioning, so we bought the red tracker, four-door, as kind of a fix-up project. Oops, somebody broke something. Anyway, it was supposed to have a bad engine in it, and I was going to put an engine in it, but I only paid $500 for the car. Turns out it was a timing chain, and we put timing chain and water pump and did a bunch of work on it and stuff over the last couple of years on the red one. But the reality is I'm driving it so much. And I have a 2015 Chrysler 300. It's a gorgeous car, a fantastic car, but I just don't drive it. I've put 2 batteries in it in the last year because all it does is sit, because we're driving the trackers all the time. Even on our last 5 road trips / vacations, we take the red tracker. We're playing a little bit of off-road, or the weather's bad, or we went to Idaho for a Winterfest in February. We're just having a blast with it. So the reality is, I love my trackers, but we also have 12 vehicles, and you just can't believe what our insurance bill is. So can I replace at least 2 vehicles, the Chrysler 300 and at least the red tracker, or maybe 3 vehicles? Letting this one go, that's going to be hard, with 1 vehicle. And if so, what would that be? Now, I've been asking myself that question for a year. When we really started driving the red tracker so much, and letting the 300 just sit. I mean, the 300's 2015, and it had 38,000 miles on it. So but I'm not a Subaru guy. I'm not going to drive a Subaru. If I could have bought a new tracker, I probably already have one. But obviously you can't get one. And what would that look like? I don't even know. They probably still make them, they just don't sell them here. So I stumbled across what that vehicle looks like. Hang on. I thought about a new Bronco, but my wife and I need a road car that will do the bad weather, that will do the off the highway type of stuff. And the idea of an off-road vehicle, even like a Jeep, considered a Jeep, but we're kind of looking for style, for comfort, yet have that ability to do that 6 inches of fresh snow kind of thing. Well, fast forward a couple days ago, I made all this happen. Sold the Chrysler to Carvana, second vehicle I've sold them, and made all the local Ford dealers, 6 of them in fact, work on a bid for a new Bronco Sport, which I just realized existed. These are not your big Bronco, typical Bronco. These are on a different platform altogether, have similar styling, but without all of the off-roadness, harshness. My wife doesn't like to get in and out of vehicles that are tall. She hates riding in the Super Duty because getting in and out, big heavy doors and all that jazz. But this is different. We used to have an Explorer, a 97 Explorer, some years ago. My wife loved that car. I didn't like it. It was not a 4-wheel drive vehicle. We had our cabin east of Bend, Oregon, up 4,616 feet elevation, and a couple of times getting to our cabin on a Friday night, we almost didn't make it. And I had BFG all-terrains on it, and it just was not a 4-wheel drive. It was too low, it was too heavy, and it had no 4-wheel drive system, if you will. But these do. Some things I like about it. I had a 2014 Ford Transit Connect, and my trackers all have a back door that opens to the side, and the black tracker, the door opens to the side and then the glass goes up. my Transit Connect had a door on the back that lifted up, and I loved that because every day we're loading and unloading stuff into the back, and you've basically got an awning that you can stand under, like there. I've got stuff in here now. Lots of storage room, but we've got this awning we can stand under, and the rain, which is kind of raining right now, doesn't get to us. That's pretty cool. It's got these cool LED lights. Those are adjustable, you can move them around and such. Obviously the seats fold down so we can carry a ton. So these are way bigger than the Trackers. And everything I didn't like about the Trackers is better or great on this. This also allows you to open the rear window. Let's do it without opening the tailgate. Bonus feature. I'm not going to go through just a complete review on these. If you want a review on the Bronco Sport, there's a ton of good reviews. I have seen them all on YouTube. So really cool. So it's only got 150, 60 miles or something on it, because I've only had it since today's Friday. Had it since Wednesday. But 176. So anyway, we are digging the new Bronco Sport. Looking forward to a long-term relationship with this car. And sadly, I'm going to sell the red Tracker. Believe me, I'm really thinking hard about that, but the reality is we insure way too many vehicles for just the two of us. And got stuff. The wind is really blowing today. It's something. So anyway, congratulate us on a new car. Again, it's taken a year for me to figure out what that new car should be. I just don't like the style or the whatever's size, roughness, very tall, too much off-road. So this is like that happy medium, somewhere in between our Trackers and our 300. It's got a pretty good audio system in it. The one thing I had big reservations about, and I watched every video I could, was this comes with the 1.5 liter EcoBoost. It is a 3-cylinder turbocharged engine, 181 horsepower, 190 foot-pounds of torque. And I'm like, I don't know. But you know, my Trackers are, let's just say they're not overpowered. They are a little gutless, but I'm okay with that. But the mileage isn't very good either. So if you're going to drive something that doesn't have much power, at least you get some decent mileage. The Trackers get about 18 running around and just over 20 on the road. And this gets 22, 23 in town, you know, kind of running around. And 29, 30 on the road. And it's a much bigger, much quieter, much more comfortable car. Does it have enough power? Yes, it does. I'm impressed, actually. You know, a lot of people, they're used to driving, you know, V6s, V8s, all that stuff, say it's adequate. I say it's way more than adequate. This thing scoots. I mean, we did a poll yesterday, you know, from 20 to 80 miles an hour, and jiffy quick. The red Tracker, I don't think it'll do 80. You know what I mean? So this is a huge upgrade in power from what I'm used to. I mean, the Honda, that's 35 horsepower. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I guess it's all in what you're used to, but I'm used to a lot of gutless stuff. But you know, I got hot rods too. If I need to go fast, we'll take something different. So anyway, guys, I'm not going to go into too much detail on this vehicle. There's way better reviews online than I'll give you. But we're pretty happy with this. A lot of people buy them and it's like, you know, what do we need to update? What do we need to upgrade? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's got a good audio system in it. I like the wheels on it. They're very similar to wheels I have on, other rigs. These are probably way easier to clean because they're completely powder coated. The only thing I wish it had was maybe a little more aggressive of tire, but I have seen in stock tire form some videos of these things doing some really good off-roading. It has a good all-wheel drive system. I think it's going to do fine. It's snowing like crazy in the mountains today. It's 100% chance of rain here. The wind is blowing, and it's crazy. So maybe before the weekend's out, we'll take a run over Central Oregon, find us some snow, get a feel for it. The red tracker goes great in the snow. I put the Cooper Explorer ATs or whatever it is, Discovery ATs on that rig, and this may get something very similar to that someday. Probably not now, but we'll see how it does in stock form. All right, guys, quick video. Our new Bronco, we're loving it. I spent most of my career with a company vehicle, so a personal vehicle didn't mean much to me because I put all my miles on company vehicle, and they just give me a new one every 5 or 6 years. And so as I've been retired for a couple years, bought that red tracker, and it's been adequate. And how much I love those things, but we do so much driving, it was time for something better. So here it is, guys. Thanks again for watching the video. Please give it a thumbs up on the way out. We'll see you on the next video.